Hello everyone, a long time no see. Today I'm gonna be playing something new. Not really something new. This is Caller's Bane, or the game that used to be known as Scrolls. And this was actually what I played before I was playing Duelist. This is kind of what got me into the card game genre. The development stopped and the servers closed probably around 5 years ago, and that was about the time that I started playing Duelist. Today we're kind of throwing it back because there's been a bit of a Scrolls renaissance, I want to say. The server code has been made public and it's being run by the community. Yeah, and now it's known as Caller's Bane. And yeah, there's some people playing again, so if we open up the chat, 5 people online right now. It's usually about 5 to 10 players at any given time. You can usually get a game. So it's definitely dead, but not as dead as Duelist. Would you believe it? We're going to be playing in a tournament, actually. It's one of these tournaments where you schedule your matches with the other players, and it runs over a few weeks. I think there's 16 people signed up right now. And today we're going to be playing against Dialex. Now, his name seems familiar to me, so I'm pretty sure he's an old-time player. Okay, this is the deck I'm going to be playing with today. So there's 4 factions in Scrolls. There's Order, Energy, Growth, and Decay. So Order's your typical soldier, humans, honorable battle dudes with some combat tricks and whatnot. Energy is desert themed, I want to say. They have structures, they have ranged units, bit of like a steampunk vibe going on there. Growth is your basic green deck, play big dumb creatures and attack with them. And Decay, you think of Abyssian in Duelist, I would say. A lot of poison type effects, generally dead things. But okay, within each faction there's a bunch of different archetypes, of course, and I'm playing a late game growth deck. So the idea here is you just want to make it to the late game, spam a bunch of creatures, and then win with some big powerful spells. Growth's kind of traditional biggest haymaker is this card, God Hand. Basically, it buffs up all your units and makes them all attack right away. Yeah, hopefully we'll see that in the games. I'll probably try and explain a few mechanics, because I know most of the people who watch me are Duelist players, so you might not have any idea what's going on. So I'll walk you through a little bit. You've got Fertile Soil, sacrifice a creature and draw 3 scrolls. This was a terrible Duelist card, but it's actually one of the better Scrolls cards. Then we're actually splashing 1 energy card, which blows up all of our things to blow up all of our opponent's things. Multicolor in Scrolls isn't the best. I'll explain the resource system as you get into it, but basically each turn you can sacrifice a card to get a resource. That resource is only of 1 color. So say if I want to play an Earthborn Mystic, the cost is 3 growth, so I need to use 3 growth resources. Whereas if I want to play End of Reason, then I need to use 3 energy resources. So that's 3 other scrolls I have to sacrifice to get that 3 energy. We get around that in this deck using this card, Noedi, which has Replenish, so when it comes into play, you get multicolor resources equal to its cost. So we play Noedi, we get 3 multicolor resources, and then we can play End of Reason. It's kind of a 2-card combo to splash that card, but hopefully it will be worth it. Okay, I think that's enough rambling. Let's see if Dialex is around for a game. Okay, here we go. He's told me on Discord that he's ready. So we'll wish him good luck and wait for the challenge. Okay, so the format for these games, and here we go. The format for these games is going to be a best of 3, where you can just use whatever deck you want. I've only got 1 deck built at the moment, and it's my favorite deck anyway, so we're going to be playing this late game growth. This hand's looking good. We've got a 2-drop, 3-drop, 5-drop, everything you could want. Okay. Let's ship this over, not keep him waiting. Okay, so the first thing you notice is we've got a 5x3 hex grid board on both sides. So I play my units over here on the left, he plays his on the right. These are my 5 idols, these are his 5 idols. Ooh, an even better 2-drop. Maybe. Maybe not. I'll play this one first. Yeah, so the aim here is to destroy 3 of the 5 idols. And you play dudes, they have attack and health. Okay, that's kind of aggressive, sure. Do I want Frost Scale? Not sure on that one. Okay. Let's be aggressive back. There we go. So every turn, the middle one here, which is the countdown of each unit, is going to decrease. And then when it reaches 0, they're going to attack at the end of the turn. And the units are all going to attack in a straight line to the right. If there's a unit in front, they'll hit that. If there is an idol, then they will hit the idol. Most units have a base cooldown of 2. Okay, that looks like he's baiting me to kill his dude. But this is actually a tough call, because if I hit an idol here with this guy, we're going to ramp. This guy has pillage, so whenever he hits an idol, it's going to increase the growth by 1. Ramp us by a mana. And I think that's probably going to be more important than chasing down his little dude there. So we're actually going to back off here, as strange as it seems. And okay. Let's play our guy there. There we go, we got first blood. Took that Dialex. The mana system in this game, you've seen me been doing it. Every turn you get to sacrifice 1 scroll. And so you have the option of sacrificing for a resource, which is what I've been doing every turn. You also have the option of sacrificing for more scrolls, which is what I'm going to do this turn. And then you draw 2 more scrolls. Okay, this is interesting. I think we are just going to trade our Kinfolk Veteran for his 1/3. So this guy has haste, meaning he's going to attack the turn he comes into play. Everything else doesn't, of course. We're just going to be trading him because this Royal Skirmish is going to finish him off, but I think that's okay. As long as we can keep him over here, we might be able to get another pillage off with the Vengeful Vator and ramp up again. That's the name of the game with this deck. Decimate! Okay, I was not expecting that. So no pillage for us, sadly. But okay, this is fine. Okay, we'll use our Earthborn Mystic. Tutor up a removal spell. And I think we'll just keep on kind of staring him down. This happens a lot in the early turns of Scrolls, is one player sets up on one side of the board, the other player sets up on the other side, and it's kind of hard to engage without taking some losses. Okay, so I think that covers most of the basics. Got hit by a Roasted Beam Potion, which is actually pretty bad for us there. This guy has Relentless, which means when he attacks, he's going to be able to take out this whole row. Basically trample. That's pretty bad for us, but okay. Verdant Remnant. I think we have to snipe this Royal Skirmisher while we have the chance. Let's get our value here. So we are hanging on. We're hanging in here in the early game. He's looking to be playing a fairly aggressive order deck. Tempo Order is what it's usually called. And we've survived the early turns. So we're doing decently. The spell I hit his Lord Knight with last turn was an Unground. So whenever an idol takes damage, Relorus takes half that damage. So if we're able to hit an idol with both of these Beast Rats, we should be able to take out Relorus next turn. That's going to be the goal here. Probably looking just to drop the Sister of the Owl. Okay, another Decimate. I really don't mind him doing that, actually. That's fine by me. Very, very low tempo play. Okay, Blessing of Haste. So yeah, I don't mind him trading yet another scroll just to take out one of our rats. We are going to hit an idol with this guy. And that is going to let us finish off the Lord Knight. And okay. Play our 6-drop. And we're in a pretty good position here. We've got a God Hand. So if we're able to have a board by the time we get to 8 mana, that's going to be really powerful. Okay, let's go ahead and draw some cards. Alright, I like what I see. Which of these 2 drops to play? I will play the Vengeful Vator. Beating him maybe a little bit to engage us. I doubt he will, but if he moves down we can punish him with the God Hand. Nope, looks like he's going to stay on his side of the board. That's okay. We'll keep developing with a second Sister of the Owl. One of the key concepts that you learn early on in Scrolls is that the most important idol by far is the middle idol. Okay, there's End of Reason. End of Reason is one of our best comeback mechanics. That said, we're still in the game by a pretty big margin here. So I don't mind just getting rid of this for now. I don't think we need it quite yet. Okay, second question is, do we move up with any of our units and let Relorus hit them? I don't see a reason to quite yet. I think we're happy just playing another Owl. Play Kingfolk Brave. Okay, so these owls have flying, which means they can move to any square on the board. If you use their flying ability over their normal movement, then they get their countdown increased by 1. So you can't just fly over to the opposite corner and attack something like you can with flying units in Duelist. But they combo very well with God Hand, because we can fly them over. Their countdown will increase, but then it'll decrease again when we cast God Hand, +2 attack, and countdown decrease by 2. So we're looking to set up a very strong next turn. Next turn. Actually, we might even just be able to get lethal. Flip. Okay. I don't mind that. Okay. And looks like he's worried about giving us lethal. 3, 7. I think we're 1 point off lethal right now, which is hilarious. Yeah, I don't quite... Hang on. Actually, no, we might have it. I'm going to go for lethal. Could be throwing the game right now. So this guy will hit for 9 if both owls attack first. Units on 5, idols on 5. Okay. I think we got him. God's Hand, buff all of our stuff, attack. 7, 8, 9, 7, and 9 on the bottom idol. Perfect. Wow. We just kind of didn't really get behind that game. We kept it even fight, managed to ramp up, and then blew him out of the water at the end. So GG, I think it's best of 3, so we should have another one. Okay, we'll let him figure out what deck he wants to use. I'm not going to change deck, I'm not going to do any sideboarding because he might change deck. Okay, so we see here he's sending a challenge with explicit rules where he gets to go first. Seems fair to me. I think we went first the last round. Good luck, mate. And he set the time to infinite, which is good for me, probably. Okay, I'm kind of tempted to keep both of these frost scales, which deal 1 damage to everything. I'm not sure that's the way to go. That seems a bit slow. Most of order units have more than 2 health anyway. So we're just gonna pitch them. We've got a nice curve. Go Kinfolk Brave, Skythorn, Rat King, Verdant Remnant. Kinfolk Brave is typically an aggressive growth creature. Okay. Now this is a pretty interesting decision point. I think I am going to hang on to the End of Reason. If he has a faster start this game, we might end up needing it. The question now becomes, how aggressively do I want to play this Kinfolk Brave? So if I put it in the middle row, then it's going to be able to chase down his Aging Knight and kill it next turn, in theory. What he'll probably do is play a unit to protect the Aging Knight, and then we get a free hit on that unit. And that's good. We can use a Skythorn to block so it doesn't die on the swing back from the Aging Knight. The thing that could go wrong here, though, is if he has a Blessing of Haste or some way to make it attack immediately, which would blow us out. So I'm actually going to play this a bit defensive and play our Brave onto the bottom row there. And he's going to try and chase us down here. Okay. Okay, I don't think we want the second Skythorn. I think we're going to be looking for an 080 so we can get an End of Reason off this game. Okay, so I'm actually going to play my Skythorn in the middle here. So both the Skythorn and the Spearman here have Spiky, which means that when a unit hits them, they take damage. His Spearman has Spiky 3, so the Brave would die right away. So that's why we're not going in to hit the Spearman there. Skythorn only has Spiky 1, so it's just a little bit of a deterrent. Yeah, he's going to ignore that and hit the Skythorn anyway. That's fine. Okay. I'm still holding on for End of Reason. I think we're going to need that to come back into the game. We'll play our Rat King, summon 3 rats, and move away from the spiky guy again. Guy looking very good against us. He might have sideboarded here. I wouldn't be surprised. So we're threatening to draw a card next turn with Skythorn if we play another creature. When a creature comes into play on your side, countdown decreases, and when it becomes 0, you draw a scroll. This guy's very good in the late game just to draw an extra scroll every turn, basically. Also doing fairly well here. Kind of soaking up some damage, threatening to draw a card, letting our Kinfolk Brave survive. The Brave not looking so hot against Spiky, that's for sure. Thinking ahead to next turn, pretty confident. I'm just going to be slamming this Verdant Remnant. 5 mana 0/5 that cantrips, and then draws you a scroll every 3 turns. Can you tell Scrolls is a bit of a slower game than Duelist when a card like that is good? Alright, killing a rat, that's fine. Okay, Ragged Wolf does not change my plan, even though it would draw us a card off the Skythorn. Don't think he's going to be killing the Skythorn next turn. Question becomes, where do we want to play our big tree? Kind of want to just slam it up here. The other option is playing it in the middle and then moving behind it. But I think the more split up his forces are, the better for us. Okay, there's our Noedi. So that's going to potentially be a play in a couple turns. Where do we want our Kinfolk Brave? I think there is best. I'm a bit worried about him hasting this guy up and then clearing our row with 4 relentless damage. Okay, that's an interesting pother. I'm not sure I understand that one. Oh, okay, he's trying to deny us the card draw. So pother is a cantrip that just moves something randomly. So that was pretty cool. Although it did take up his whole turn, so that's fine. Okay, well, let's sack for resources here. Quake! Okay, that's interesting. I don't think it's good. This is 2 damage to all the units. Maybe we should try and set up for a Quake. Not sure. Tough turn, okay. I think we actually are. Nah, let's just try and keep our Kinfolk Brave alive one more turn. He might waste a turn using some kind of combat trick to kill it. So we're just going to pass this turn. Feels a little bad. That's okay. Not much we can do against this spiky guy. Pretty good counter to growth, I would say. And we have one person watching. So I guess I should explain now what this energy card actually does. It says sacrifice all units you control with non-zero countdown, and each unit you sacrifice this way deals 2 damage to each opponent unit on the same row. Yeah, there we go. He's using part of his turn to play a combat trick to kill the brave. That's fine. Ooh. Okay, and now he's really prioritizing killing the center idol, which is fair enough. Yeah, so if we can get 2 units on the middle and 1 unit here, we could clear his board right now, which we can do with this free unit and a 2-drop. The problem there, I would say, is we're giving away our tree. It's not just creatures, it's all units that get sacrificed. And this is going to draw us a card next turn, so I think we're going to try and hang on for 1 more turn. And okay, we'll play our Sister of the Owl somewhere. Just trying to keep the owl safe, basically. There we go. And put a body in front of our center idol. If the center idol goes down, then basically, if you go to basically the normal state of Scrolls, which is one player plays units on one end and the other player plays them on the other side of the board, then whoever has killed the center idol, since you only need to kill 3 idols to win, then then you don't actually have to attack your opponent anymore. You can just hang out on the on your side of the board and chip down those 2 idols and not have to attack your opponent. Whereas if you haven't killed the center idol, at some point you're going to need to move units into the center to take out the center idol. And that's when you kind of open yourself up for a big swing, usually. Yeah, and that's the reason we're just going to plant our big 3/5 owl dude in front of that idol. Okay. He's got 7 cards in hand. A little bit scary. But that's because he's just been playing cantrips for the last few turns and not developing his board. Fine by me. We're getting another scroll off of our tree next turn. Second Spearman, okay. Strangely, I think I'm okay with that. Blessing of Haste, okay. Mostly fine? Okay, if we want to End of Reason, we should do it now. Because otherwise, we're gonna lose our tree. But maybe the owl is more important than the tree. Let's sack for resources. Sack for scrolls, rather. Yeah, okay. So we'll use our flying ability to increase this guy's countdown. And each of these guys is going to deal 2 damage to every unit. And there we go. Clear up the board. So he's got more scrolls, we've got more resources. But our hand's looking pretty good. We should be able to snipe that guy with the Kinput Veteran now. Let's go up in resources again. Get to that late game. There we go. Nice reset button combo there. Ooh. I'm actually going to play the Vater instead of the Mystic here. Reason being, sacking for scrolls gives us so many more options this turn. Okay. Let's just play this guy safely. Getting that ramp's going to be super important. Might regret not having the body for God Hand. I think we should be okay. Yeah, I'm feeling really good about this game now. We've turned the corner, it seems like. He spent a little too long in the early game just playing cantrips, trying to kill our guys. Those guys are really expendable for us. We just want to ramp up into the late game and start doing big things. Where's the Queen Potion? Sure. See what we get. Part of me really wants to play Rallying this turn, so I'm gonna sack the Skythorn. Skythorn, sack for scrolls. End of Reason, that's funny. Okay, so we can clear his board again here. Ooh. Yep, okay. Messed up there. That's okay. Just gonna play Rallying here. Make all of our stuff attack immediately. I could have moved the Kinfolk Veteran here, and then played the Noedi in front, and then I wouldn't have had to play the Ragged Wolf to get his guys, but that's okay. I think we're far enough ahead. Well, we don't mind. Probably start looking for lethal soon. Okay. Definitely going to be playing God Hand here. Yeah. Can't quite take out the center idol. Oh, yeah, we can. What am I saying? So we can take out the center idol with the 2 of these. Yeah, let's just take out 2 idols here. This is going to draw us a card, ramp us by a resource. Could be wrong. Not sure. We are giving up the center idol here if he wants it. Okay, what do these guys do? Adjacent units have magic resistance too. Okay, so I guess they stop our End of Reason shenanigans. That's something to keep in mind. Game flipped, kill that. Sure. Can we get a Ragged Wolf for lethal? What do I sack here? Maybe this guy. Cannot get lethal. Okay, let's move these guys up. Let's play a Rat King. I don't think it matters what we do at this point too much. Kill this guy. Next turn, looking to fertile soil. So we're reaching this point where 2 idols are dead, and it often takes a fair bit of work to kill the 3rd one. It's because you can turtle, keep playing units, blocking the ground, and you can survive a fair while. Just because of the way the board is laid out, you can only attack with 3 units on the same row. So if your opponent plays 3 units, there's no way you can get through to the idol. That's partly what makes this deck so good. Okay, let's cast Fertile Soil. Draw some cards. Ragged Wolf. Turn too late for lethal. Sure, again, I think none of these decisions are important. Can we chump block for this rat? And play our value creature down here. Awesome paste. Focus. Okay, so he's gonna wipe that lane. Quake not doing very much because of this effigy. Okay, there's a rallying. That actually doesn't do too much right now. I guess let's just play more cantripping creatures. Okay, there's a God Hand. And that would have been lethal if I played him literally anywhere else, but that's okay. We can wipe his board instead. Should be good enough. Draw a card with our Value Mystic. Okay, so we can unground to kill that. Then go for, I guess we'll play the Brave, play Rallying. Get in some idle damage. Draw another card. Okay, shield. Is this? And there's the God Hand. Alright, let's not keep him waiting too long. God Hand. GG's. And there we go. Late game growth takes down the first opponent. Amazing. Okay, so that went pretty well. Yep, this has been Scrolls, guys, or Caller's Bane, as it's now called. If you want to play this yourself, you can just go to the Caller's Bane website. I will say if you're playing on a Mac like I am, it's actually easier, more straightforward just to download the Windows version and then run it with Wine. It's very straightforward and it's much less buggy. So if you want a hand setting that up, feel free to ask me. Yeah, so there should be a few more games in this tournament. I will record them if I feel like it, or if anyone says they want to see it, then I will also record it. Not that hard to convince. I hope you enjoyed, and maybe we can get some more Duelist people over to Caller's Bane for a little bit at least. I think it'd be cool. A few more people check it out. It's a fun game. Yeah, and if anyone is watching from Scrolls, from Caller's Bane, I think this is the first video I've ever done on this game, so I hope you enjoyed it. There might be some more. Shout out to Nerp, NRP, and Blinky, who are two of the biggest Scrolls YouTubers. They're both making videos again now, actually, which is super sweet. Very excited for that. Both of them were big figures who helped me get into this game and subsequently get into Duelist as much as I did. So big shout outs to those guys. Shout outs to you, the viewer. Thank you for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, email me money, whatever you want to do. Take care, dudes.